All right, parents, so I wanted to do a little video about our math for today. We are doing division using place value. So I wanted to show you what the kids saw today so that you kind of have better understanding, and if they have any questions, you could show them this YouTube clip that will help them. So our essential question for today was how can I use place value? And place value is like long division for those of us that are a little bit older. Place value to divide. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're talking about division using place value. So here's an example of how it looked like when we were kids. So let's say we have 238 divided by 2, okay? We know that we look at each digit individually, so we look at each place value individually. So I think to myself, how many times does 2 go into 2? Well, 2 times 1 is 2, so I know it's 1 time, and then I multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. I write that here, and then I subtract. Because my family helps me to divide. That's dad, mom, sister, brother. That's divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. So 2 minus 2 is 0, and I bring down my next digit. Now I have 3. So I think how many times does 2 go into 3? And it would again be 1, because 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. So 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 2 is 2, and I write that here. I then subtract again. 3 minus 2 is 1, bring down my 8, and now I think what times 2 gets me closest to 18 without going over, and that would be 9, and 9 times 2 is 18, and when I subtract that, that gives me 0. So that's what I have there. That's standard place value division. Now, what the kids saw was something a little, they saw that, but I also showed them using manipulatives. So I still look at the same place value. So I have 238 divided by 2. So I look at that first place value. This tells me how many manipulatives I need, which are 2 manipulatives. So I have 2 manipulatives. And I think of how many groups of 2 can I make? Well, I can make 1 group of 2. So that 1 group gets written here. How many are inside my groups? Well, there are 2 inside, and that goes there. And then I subtract. The next is to bring down. So now I need 3 manipulatives. So here's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make groups of 2 again. Here's a group of 2. This is what I have left over. So I have 1 group of 2. I place that there. And then there are 2 inside that 1 group of 2. And when I subtract, that gives me what I have left over. That's that there. Bring down my next digit. So that's 18. So now I will need 18 manipulatives. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm going to count them again just to make sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, I have 18. Now I'm going to create my groups of 2. Now I've created groups of 2, and I'm going to count how many groups I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I have 9 groups of 2. So that 9 goes here. And since I used all my manipulatives, there wasn't anything left over. I know that inside all of these groups is 18 pieces. And I subtract, and that leaves me with 0. So this is dividing using place value, but having manipulatives to help you see and figure out your groups. If at home they're not going to have these, but dried beans work really well, like lima beans, big beans, not lentejas, kidney beans, those type of beans work really well. A roll of pennies works really well. It's just so that they have something to manipulate, because this is probably one of the hardest strategies that kids will have to learn. Now, I want to show you what it looks like. One more. I will show you what it looks like with having a remainder. So having something left over. It doesn't go into the group very well. So I'm going to do 77 divided by 6. All right. So I look at one place value, and I know I need 7 manipulatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now I'm going to create groups of 6 because my divisor tells me how many groups of 6 I need, or how many are in my group. There's a group of 6. I've created one group of 6, and I have one left over. So the 1 goes here, and there are 6 total inside my groups because I count each piece inside my group. And that leaves me with what's left over, which is 1. Then I bring down my next digit. So now I need 17. I know I have 7. I need 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I should have 17. I'm going to recount because that's the biggest mistake kids make. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, now I have 17 manipulatives. I need to create my groups of 6. So 4, 5, 6, that's one group. 5, 6, that's one group. And this is 5. So I have 2 groups of 6. And inside those 2 groups, there are 12 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 pieces. So that's what goes there. And then what's left over is this that's not in a group because there's not enough to be in a group, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So since there's nothing else to bring down, this 5 pieces left over becomes my remainder. The R stands for remainder. It's remainder 5. So 77 divided by 6. My dividend is 77. My divisor is 6. My quotient is 12. And my remainder is 5. So I just wanted to post this little video so that you guys have a little bit of an understanding of what I showed the kids today. Some kids got it. Some kids need a little bit more help. They will come home with about 5 to 6 problems that they will have to do tonight for homework. And it's just practicing place value division. Again, this is place value division. For us old people, we call it long division. Place value division, and they can use manipulatives. On the test, if they can't do this by itself without the manipulatives, they don't have to use this strategy. But I just want to give them a better understanding of how this strategy works. Thanks.